Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is June 17th, 2021. It is a Thursday, so you know what that means. Monster Strike news is here, so let's take a look at what happened on the latest edition. So, of course, we have Joka Kai coming. She has 5 different sub-bump combos that you can try to aim for. Again, not usually worth it, so, usually for me it's one and done. But if there's anything you want, there it is. It starts 7 p.m. tomorrow, Japan time. Also, hopefully you've been keeping track of been playing daily so that you have constantly stacked gacha pulls for that special gacha that is available once X Flag Park is around the corner. Again, Monster Strike Day does feature a bonus 10 stack if you clear any quest for that day. Other days are just one at a time, but you get a total of 50 free pulls as long as you're patient. Hopefully none of you out there have pulled that gacha. You've watched my video, so I know you know how much I've been praying you guys not to screw that up. Of course, we also have a new Shin Insidious Chokyu Kyoku quest coming. It will feature Shin Kondo Isamu. He is a light type. Of course, those are quite difficult, so I'm not expecting to clear that. Honestly, at this point, it's always too insane for me. But the quest will start showing up on June 20th, the lower difficulty at 7 p.m. and then the harder difficulty at 9 p.m. Remember, you must complete the lower difficulty first before you can take on the higher difficulty. Of course, you'll use the lower difficulty to farm. The higher is just to unlock the special Evo form for Shin Kondo Isamu, if you can clear. Now, also, we have the Monster Strike Day coming up on the 20th, and the sound stopped. There we go. We have, of course, a Tokudama coming. We've got 5 stamina mins and 1 super level scroll available. If you have 3 or more lucky monsters, you will be able to pick up a Ableberry scroll as well. Now, what's that Tokudama for, you ask? Well, that's a good question. Let me introduce you to the next event. It is a special limited time event. It is featuring existing monsters in a bridal outfit. Yes, it is an alpha series. We've got Inuzuka Shinno Alpha, we've got Kokage Alpha, and we've got Fuji Alpha. This event will begin on June 18th starting at noon and will last until July 2nd. Now, let's take a look at the monsters here real quick. So we'll start with Inuzuka Shinno Alpha. And of course, these are always a little bit off. Let me pull that down. There we go. So we've got Inuzuka Shinno Alpha. He is a Pierce speed type. No speed down wall, weak point Slayer L, and Drone Breaker, all on the main ability. There is no gauge for him. He is a Pierce speed with strike shot at 24 plus 4 turns, and his strike shot is he will spend 51% of his remaining HP and then dish out damage, which scales based on the amount of HP spent. So of course, the more HP you have left, the more damage you'll do. Bomb combo is an all enemy lock on laser, EL and L. Interesting that the weak point Slayer L of course will come in handy on the main with the bump combos being laser types. Of course, as long as there's no laser barriers to get in the way, this should be a very, very strong bump combo set. But of course, the weak point here is only one null, null speed down wall. Not gonna be. That's gonna be hard to get some use in general quests. But maybe for like temples or something or maybe normal quests could make a lot of quests easier that way. Anyways, interesting set for sure. Next we've got a Kokage, and there we go. Okay, there we go. Kokage Alpha. She is a water type now, and she is a Pierce Blast type, and her abilities are Super Null Damage Wall, Null Magic Circle, and Super Strike Shot Turn Reducer. Strike Shot is a bash and then goes into counter mode, and the bump combo is Relation Cutter and Super Pierce Homing 18. Now, one of the upper difficulty quest monsters have Relation Cutter, and I think it's just the kind of chip saw that goes around where your friendly units are and just moves around in that formation. I could get that wrong, but I believe that's what it was. But I mean, of course, the interesting thing here, you got null damage wall and null magic circle. Again, we know how null magic circle is a little bit of an iffy ability. We don't tend to have too many quests that use it because we know how difficult and annoying that gimmick is. But who knows? Bash and counter mode, obviously, given these pretty good bump combos, this pretty good combo set could come in handy for sure. Alright, and last but not least, we've got Fuji Raijin Alpha, and let me move that in there. And Fuji Raijin Alpha is a bounce speed type with Super Minesweeper L, No Wind, Dark Slayer, and Bump Combo times 2. Again, all on the main. There is no gauge for any of these monsters. Sorry. And Strike Shot is an 8+8 speed and power up, and she will go through walls. Bump Combo is a super expanding piercing lock-on shockwave and an all enemy super lightning. Obviously the double bump combo sounds good. The Dark Slayer sounds good. Of course the bump combos will take advantage of that as well. Getting a super Minesweeper L is always nice, along with a No Wind. Again, Minesweeper and Wind, we'll see how much quests that she can go to. But I mean, this is a pretty good set for just raw damage. Now whether or not she has the stages to shine or not, that's a little bit of a question mark, but definitely an interesting monster for sure. Now it is a speed type, so she will be able to move around with Kokage being the blast type. We'll see how much damage those bump combos can end up doing, but of course Inuzuka, I just don't know about that. Anyways, here are the drop monsters. We got Mari Anju. I think it's the Bumblebee one, right? And then we also have Chapeli and Windia as the other drop monsters that will be available for this Alpha series. So definitely going to be an interesting quest. Obviously, art looks really good, so we'll just have to see how those farming adventures will go. And you are in the way. There you go. Oh, also another reminder, of course, Monster Strike Day is going to be your last chance. The next one is going to be your last chance to get the alternate Strike Shot voices for Basara there. So if you haven't done it already, it only costs 5 luck. If you want alternate Strike Shot voice, even if you don't have them, you can buy it and have it in your bank there. Next is our Transcensions, and oh no, this is not going to be big enough to cover, is it? Give me a second. There we go. On the fly adjustments. Today's Transcension is going to be Achilles, and Achilles is a bounce power type. His main ability is Super Minesweeper with War God's Slayer EL and War God's Resist M. Now, of course, the Toshin series is specific set of was it Bakuzetsu, or yeah, I think it was Bakuzetsu. But the War God series, like the one with Memento Mori, I believe, right? And Doom. He is a specific slayer for those boss types. Were there some other random Toshins, I think? But anyways, that specific class, he is an EL slayer for and a resist M. So if you are actually taking on those quests, I guess, that's a nice option there. But that's a really tough ability to have on your monster. You're really pigeonholing, right? Anyways, gauge ability, you got no gravity barrier, no warp, and dash M on the gauge. Strike Shot is a 20+8, explode on first enemy hit, and then he'll continue to move around afterwards. It's not a bash. Bump combo is Chozetsu Pierce Spread EL3 along with a super cross wave. His Transcension will unlock on June 22nd. Now we also have another Transcension. This is a Transcension Kai, and again, this is a little big. Scoot over. There we go. Transcension Kai is Undine, and that's a little bit surprising. I was expecting a little bit more of older monsters to come in, but she is a bounce super blast type. Ability is Super No Warp with No Wind on the main. Gauge is a null damage wall, and on the connect skills we have a magic circle boost along with super laser stop. I didn't typo this time. The requirements for Undine here is that you have one monster on your team that has at least 400 speed on it, or your total luck of the team is 100 or more. Strike Shot is a simple bash and counter mode, but it's a quick 8+8 turn. Bump Combo is a twin one-way laser EL. Actually, let me go check if that was lock on. I feel like it was a lock on, but where was your image? Yeah, it's a lock on laser, so I forgot to add that, but it is a lock on. And the sub bump combo is a super ice meteor, right? Just another meteor with the water treatment on it. So what can I say? Warp, wind, wall, magic circle, laser stop. Not too bad, I think. Whether or not she has more interesting places to go, I'm not sure. 500 speed can be difficult. But of course, you know, nowadays we're seeing everybody getting that or 100 plus luck in the team. So, you know, we'll have to see how that goes. Bash and counter mode at an 8+8 is not too bad, especially given that, you know, you've got the one-way laser, which basically guarantees you're going to be hitting that target the next turn, or turns, honestly. So, interesting, very interesting. All right, let's zoom in a little. So, just to wrap up news, we've got various X Flag Park events coming up in the you know, they're just giving out more events that are coming up, so we'll have to see, you know, like a betting thing. There's a little thing about classes there with the like gods versus humans kind of thing, so we'll see how that plays out. And of course, yeah, it'll just be fun for sure. And again, I'm sure I will live stream that unless something happens. Anyways, that's it for the basic news. Next session of Monster Strike News will be same time next week, June 24th, 4 p.m. Japan time. And the next week's Lucky Monsters, interesting lineup here. We got Tignos there. Pista was from the last event. And of course, Joka, given that we're having a Kai coming up. I guess we're celebrating that as well. Or if you want to max luck it at the next session, that's also an option. Pine is an interesting one. I love Pine. Yep, that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit the like button, because, you know, that's what gives me the motivation to keep going. Let's see what else. Like, subscribe, comment below. Twitter, Monst, if you want to see any of these again and don't want to watch the video. It is up on Monst on Twitter, and of course in the Discord channel. Plenty of people to talk about these things with if you're curious. And that's about it. So again, any questions? That's where the comments is for. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And oh, actually, if you'd be so kind, there's one thing, you know, my Oshimen Saito Kyoko has a special event going on where, you know, her show, she's trying to get like a special episode of that show. Actually, give me a second to pull up the page. Alright, if you're still here, if you could do me a favor, this is very quick. So, of course, my Oshimen, she has a show right here in the pink and purple logo, Kyo Hee, and they're trying to get a special episode. There's a little bit of a voting thing going on, and the show that gets the most votes will get a special episode at a more normal time. So if you click the link below in my description, you can go to this page and it will automatically take you down here to this form here. And actually, let me move to the right side. And so if you could go here and click the 6th from the bottom, look for that Kyo here, right above the word that says new. And then you don't even have to put anything here. So you just hit the red button, and then it will say, are you sure? And then just double check it looks like that. And then, you know, hit the submit button, and voila, you've voted for the show. And that's it. And so anything I can do to my part to help out my Oshimen, this is a great show, honestly. It has pairs her up with an awesome comedian, Hikorohi, and it's just the way these two characters match up together is just sublime. So anyways, if you want to help, if you're still watching, I appreciate it, but anything to help, I'm doing my part. Anyways, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.